You don't need to spend hundreds on a console or PC to play some of the best games around. The Google Play Store is bursting with both original creations and imaginative ports, offering everything from 100-hour RPGs that you can carry around in your pocket to clever puzzlers that you can dip into whenever you have a spare 5 minutes. There are thousands of games vying for your cash, but thankfully, we've sorted through them to bring you only the very best. Here are the greatest and fun Android games to play at home or during your work commute. Subscribe and stay up to date with the best games of Android in all categories. Brawl Stars is Supercell's latest hit game. It's a brawler with online multiplayer elements as well as some MOBA elements. Players drop into a game with a couple of teammates, brawl with opponents, and try to win. There are a few game modes, including a straight brawl mode, a mode where you collect crystals, a heist mode where you steal the opponent's treasure, and a bounty mode where you beat specific opponents on a team. Altos Odyssey and Altos Adventure are two of the best free mobile games for runner fans. Players ski down gorgeous landscapes while avoiding obstacles, collecting coins, and performing neat tricks. Altos Adventure is the older game and its mechanics are a little simpler in terms of scope. Altos Odyssey adds to the adventure experience and adds some extra stuff. Now, technically, these do have in-app purchases. However, they are purely cosmetic. The entire game and everything in it is unlockable through gameplay, although it does take a while. The developers went on record to state that the game makes most of its bones from ads anyway, so hardly any of the players actually buy anything. Critical Ops is among the newer generation of first-person shooters and it's one of the best. In this title, you'll battle terrorists in a variety of urban-oriented levels, or you can play as the terrorists if you want to. It has a strong online multiplayer community where you can play with your friends as well. It's still a work in progress, but it seems to hit all the right marks and it's updated frequently. If you'd like a first-person shooter that's completely free, Nova 3, Freedom Edition is quite good as well. They're both free Android games worth checking out. Geometry Dash is a small series of free Android games. They're action platformers with some rhythm game elements. Each one is rather short. However, it's tough to complain much when they're completely free. The latest in the series is Geometry Dash SubZero. The other two free ones are Geometry Dash World and Geometry Dash Meltdown. These are all excellent games for those on a very strict and tight budget. Teslagrad is an indie game you may not have heard of, but it's an absolute must-play for any platforming or puzzle game fans. The game is set in the fictional city of Teslagrad, which is a part of the kingdom of Electropia. You play a young boy who is chased by the king's guards into the ancient Tesla Tower in the middle of town. It's there that you start to discover the long-lost Teslamancer technology used by wizards to control electromagnetism in various ways. You'll be tasked with solving platforming puzzles as you go about your adventure, which includes some epic boss battles. Featuring handmade graphics and very unique art style, Teslagrad is one of those games that needs to be experienced firsthand, ideally on a device with a big and bright screen. I've been playing it on the Razer phone and it looks absolutely gorgeous with the enhanced refresh rate and all. The animations are super fluid and the game has an uninterrupted flow to it with no ads or menus popping up as you play. I've only been playing it for a couple of hours since its launch and I can already tell it's one of the top premium games released for Android in 2018. Vainglory is perhaps the best MOBA currently available on Android. It boasts high frame rates, unlimited free play, and solid connections. You'll be able to team up with people and go head-to-head against other teams much like you see in all MOBAs. There are also decent graphics, more than 25 heroes to unlock and play with, and you can play with, or against, bots if you so choose. Headball 2 is a free-to-play competitive arcade-style soccer game that simplifies things by putting only 2 players, one from each team, on the field. This removes the traditional notion of strategy but replaces it with upgradable superpowers that players can buy with gold they earn by playing. These powers anything from freezing your opponent in a block of ice to making your player character huge, give players an unexpected edge by creating unexpected challenges on the playing field. Suzy Cube is hands down the best 3D platformer available on Android outside of using emulators. It features surprisingly tight touchscreen controls that let you jump and dash through over 40 levels, each filled with challenging platforming and secret areas to discover. There's some repetition, each world ends with a near identical boss battle with slight variations, but Suzy Cube does a good job of never feeling stale. There are no in-app purchases at all, as all the bonus content is unlocked using stars found throughout each level. That means you'll be replaying levels to collect all the stars and set new speed running times. Thanks for watching. If you do not like any game, you can see part 2, the link is in the description.